Of weeks of the regular season trying to qualify for the ACC tournament coming up in Charlotte. And the Fighting Irish have the basketball first. Logan Imes at the point. Freshman 6'10" forward starting for Notre Dame. And this is Certa. Back to Shrewsbury. Off the jab step. He's got his first three of the afternoon.
Offensively, they're getting some good looks. Just can't find the range.
And when you sprinkle in 3 turnovers in the early going, you can see why there's a goose egg still for Pitt. Nice back cut from Logan Imes off the field. Those numbers you talk about, 14 points, 9 rebounds for Imes, both career highs. Getting extended play as Siulepa breaks the seal for Pittsburgh. Fighting Irish playing without Jalen Harrelson. Talk about a chilly start. Pittsburgh is 1 of 10 from the floor. Now 2 of 11. The only 2 makes they have had are.
But doesn't hang his head, comes back and makes a great play defensively.
Spotting up from distance is Nojus Indrusaitis, the sophomore from Lamont, Illinois. This time working the baseline. Witherspoon draws the contact. No foul, but he gets the 2 points.
Fly out at you. You put it on the floor along the baseline, and look at this. Bam! I'm just a little bigger, a little strong.
Imes working on the sophomore, and he can't get the roll. Another opportunity for the Irish, and Mohammed is in the score column.
Hey, I like this kid.
Marco Minor back into the game, feeds the post for Corin. Dunning spotting up from long range. The Panthers make it 15-9. Mohammed turned down the 3 to drive on Corin. Got Corin off his feet and puts it through.
He's given up about 20 pounds of.
A marvelous Saturday of college basketball we have with the top 4 teams facing each other. There's a 3-point shot. Ryder Frost, Micah Shrewsbury told us yesterday, trying to ice the ball screens on Certa and Shrewsbury. Their scout team players. Imes, strong drive to the Certa off the screen. Can't quite find the range yet today. Siulepa to DeMarco Minor with a wide open 3 ball. That is good. First points for the new father. Was he rooting for his hometown team? There's Minor passing the ball off. Inside it goes to Corin. The double team was executed beautifully. Coming over to swat that shot.
To get into the scoring column of this basketball game, and Pitt's got the lead.
Certa has yet to score either for Notre Dame until their first 2 points, and still holding out hope that Caleb Wilson is able to get back on the floor before too long for UNC. Siulepa blocked by Kaler, who has a couple of block shots. Mentioned that Brandon Cummings is now out for the year. Their terrific guard, a sophomore averaging over 12 per game, is done for the season after having. Roman Siulepa had a couple of 3-pointers early, but then cooled off. This is Omari Witherspoon playing inside out. Siulepa, a beautiful stroke. He's got Notre Dame. Now the locals here in Pittsburgh don't like the fact that they can't get a defensive rebound, and on 4th effort, it's Logan Imes.
To be able to enjoy their college experience. When you're struggling mightily from the line like that, it's very difficult as Siulepa comes up with the live ball turnover.
Finds the cutting Corin, who lays it in.
The second time Minor's been on Tout down there. Tout's got to figure a way to put this kid right in the basket with him.
Polo tries to stick with Tout, just can't do it, giving up too much size. Pretty much a shooting guard, but his high school coach said, you've got to change your approach. You've got to lean into what your strengths are, and he's turned himself into an elite rebounder. Witherspoon for 3, and we've got an official and a player down. Defensive rebound for Tout. Shrewsbury, no. Tout again. As you say, Scott, shoe and glass, getting things done, but the Irish couldn't turn it into points. At the other end, Siulepa says, give me those 3. As Jeff Capel has managed that injury.
This is the largest lead of Pitt for Pitt right now here, up 11. Look at Tout with the dunk.
Take the guesswork out of it.
Who needs to make free throws when you can do this right here? Just slipping a screen, going hard to the back. With that headband on, but that's what Tout reminds me of. Is they throw away the high handoff to Tout. Now Corin's going to go inside for a bucket. Double-digit lead here for the Panthers.
Imes again gets himself to the rack and lays it in. He's done a nice job of finishing his own penetration. Through the double team, Corin gets it off to Dunning in the lane, off of 2 feet. And then Imes with the best on-ball defender for Notre Dame with the block shot.
In the second half, this thing's starting to get chippy and physical.
Muhammad uses the screen from Tout, lobs it inside to the big man who goes to the corner for Shrewsbury. And you know what? The numbers ultimately don't lie.
Point advantage here for Pittsburgh, but Pitt can't score in the half court.
Cam Corrin gets it inside, 4-2.
Timeout, they went right inside to the big fella now, who started to heat up 9 of his points all here in the second half.
Frost, catch and shoot. Able to find the range himself, his second made 3 of the day. Being checked by Tout. Witherspoon gives it back. The 3-ball from Indrusaitis is good, it's back.
Amongst these squads.
Notre Dame had its lowest scoring first half of the season, picking it up here in the second half, but Pittsburgh has more answers. He's got 9 points.
Yeah, back-to-back field goals, right? So you visualize that thing going through the hole once. It starts to get a little bigger. It's Cole Certa. Boy, that was a deep triple.
So the Irish with a 6-0 run, a chance to retake the lead. And where do they go? Micah Shrewsbury calls out the action. Looks like Muhammad going to go one-on-one to create a foul off the ball as the Irish retake the lead.
Defensive rebound. That might have been the whistle down there. But look at Muhammad. Once driving to the left. Now he says, let me take you back over here and show you I could drive it to the right.
5 on the timer. Witherspoon draws 2 defenders. Here's Minor to retake the lead. Can't do it. But there for the putback is Roman Siulepa.
Points. What a bright spot here in this game for the Panthers.
Now Jeff Capel was particular in giving him a rest this week when they didn't have a midweek game.
Can't control their own defensive glass.
Corrin finds the open man in the corner. Indrusaitis checked out the puppies to make sure they were behind the line and hits the 3.
Kids having them happy for this young man because he's done a little bit of everything, right? He's driven the ball to the basket. He's gotten on the offensive glass. He's knocking down triple.
Indrusaitis back to Minor. Gives it back to Indrusaitis.
Wow.
That's a sweet looking stroke for a new career high. 17 points.
But this kid right here, Indrusaitis, back to
after having just led, is now in trouble. Frost gets a big 3 from the corner. Indrusaitis now goes into the lane. Witherspoon sees it open up and lays it in on the other side.
To an 8-point lead, and then Witherspoon doing his thing along the baseline, puts it in arm.
Trying to find Certa. Good job defensively by Indrusaitis to stay with him. Tough shot made off the window. Indrusaitis gets the ball up ahead to Siulepa, who tries to say see you to Notre Dame.
Back and knock down a triple, but they're selling out, right? So you'll realize you may get that proverbial final nail in the coffin there for the Irish after that big triple by Frost, and now a bank in from Certa.
Certa met some 30 feet from the bucket. He drives in, and he'll have another opportunity for the old school 3-point play.
To play a lot of time in a 1-possession game. Cole Certa twice now has gone to the rack. Get a little tight under the collar here for these Panther fans.
Trying to foul Witherspoon, doesn't get the call. Pittsburgh up ahead once again to Siulepa for the flush. Pittsburgh able to score. Kaler misses on the heave. Minor's got it. Dribbles away from the defenders, and that'll do it. A big win between 2 teams fighting for their spot in Charlotte. Pittsburgh prevails 73-68.